volcanoes exploded. It's a natural phenomenon that hot magma in the depth of the earth spurted from tunnels of a volcano. Also, it is one way the earth releases energy with earth-shaking power. A powerful earthquake can destroy all kinds of flora and fauna, but it can also create a new natural landscape. Mount Yang Dan is the result of an earthquake. It is a wonder created by both fire and water. It is called the Natural Museum of Ancient Volcanoes and is on the First Key National Scenic Spots list. And the mountain is named Yang Dan. Yang Dan Mountain. The name doesn't sound very serious. It's a little bit romantic and poetic. There was a lake on the top of the mountain a long time ago, with reed catkins that swayed gently in the breeze. Pairs of wild geese lingered in the reed marshes during their migrating journey. And that's why people call the lake the Goose Lake and the mountain Yang Dan Mountain. A well-known scholar from Beijing University, Xiening Gao, says, Yang Dan Mountain is the only natural landscape in the world that's formed purely from volcanic rhyolite. Tao Kuiyuan and other 4 scholars from the Nanjing Geology and Minerals Research Institute wrote in their thesis that Yang Dan Mountain is a grand match of natural scenery and scientific worth, making it stand out from other natural and historical world relics. Though writers may give poetic license to the facts when they describe the scenery, scientists see eye to eye with them when it comes to the belief that Yang Dan is unique. Yang Dan Mountain is a popular spot for tourists. They come here to linger and enjoy the natural beauty of their surroundings. And they ask themselves and people around that how could it be that beautiful? Why are there so many peaks here? There are many ridges and peaks on the mountain. Some look like columns, some like bamboo shoots, others like arrows and pencils. There are more than 100 ridges and peaks in the Mount Yang Dan that have names. Why are there so many zhan here? In Chinese, zhan means vertical showing cliffs or huge screens. Some of the zhans are like planks, some like walls, some like imposing castles, and some like dragons flying in the clouds. There are 14 zhans in Yang Dan. Why are there so many gates here? Gates of Yang Dan are not common doors. Some gates are like two mountains facing each other, and some like big rift valleys. You will find a brand new world when you step into the gate. This is Shenshen Gate, the Wonder Displaying Gate, which is probably the first gate under heaven. It's over 200 meters high and has two huge rocks spanning several meters on top. There are also many caves here. This is the Guanyin Cave. It's hidden carefully inside Palm Peak, or Hejiang Province. It's 113 meters high, 76 meters deep, and 14 meters wide. What amazes people the most is how a 9-story temple was built inside, with a staircase leading to the top, just like a high-rise building. An endless stream of people climb to the peak for many different reasons, be it sightseeing, curiosity, divination, or to redeem a vow to God. During the day, Palm Peak looks like two hands joined together. But in the moonlight, the peak looks like lovers hugging. And it looks different from other angles. The rocks sometimes look like a resting eagle preparing to soar to great heights. From other directions, they appear to be in the shape of a woman's breasts. You can go up even higher and look down on the city at night. You'll see that in the evening, when the lights are on, the city twinkles in a blaze of colors. You can only get such a great view of the city from up on Yang Dan Mountain. So, how did Yang Dan Mountain end up with so many peaks, hills, gates, and caves? Shen Kuo, a northern Song Dynasty scientist, says, "Mighty currents lashed the Great Valley in ancient times, prying away all the sand and earth, causing tremendous rocks to crash on the ground. The Big Dragon Cascade, the Small Dragon Waterfall, the Water Curtain, as well as the Early Moon Valley are all the delicate works of water. Plainly speaking, the mountain is like this because of water erosion." However, its contemporary scientists, they really uncover the secret vein of Yang Dan in a more scientific and thorough way. They believe that the geological basis of the unique natural landscape are the volcanoes formed by rhyolite magma in the Cretaceous period. In their eyes, Yang Dan Mountain is not only a natural museum of ancient volcanoes, but also a space model of typical dead volcanoes of the Cretaceous period. Moreover, it is a natural showcase through which we can explore the marginal construction of the ancient continent, the function of magma, and geology of the deeper part of our planet. In that case, all the peaks, cliffs, caves, and gates are the natural exhibits of the natural museum. So we say Yang Dan Mountain is a perfect match of fire and water. Volcano provided materials first with its bold passion, and then water refined the sculpture with its gentle feelings. In some places in northern China, pools of water are called chu, and the cascading waterfall, the dragon waterfall, is Long Chu in Chinese. Therefore, Da Long Chu, or Big Dragon Cascade, and Xiao Long Chu, or Small Dragon Cascade Waterfall, are actually just the names for big waterfalls and small waterfalls. Many people know the Huangguo Shu waterfall or the Yellow Fruit Tree waterfall because of its imposing manner and powerful waters. However, comparing it to the Big Dragon Cascade, the Huangguo Shu waterfall is tiny. It is about 60 meters high, but the Big Dragon Cascade is more than 3 times that, reaching 197 meters. Because of its great height, it takes the water a lot longer to fall. This is how the Qing Dynasty poet Yuan Mei described the waterfall in one of his poems. How high the dragon waterfall is, falling down from the heaven it seems. A long strip of fine silk as it's told, with my robe I'm trying to hold. Up there about 5 john it stilled the water drop, and down there 10 john below all turns into fog. How about its 100 and 1,000 john in length? Is it water, or mist, or cloud? I cannot distinguish. In the style of a dragon, Dalongqiu is swirling, alternating, and capricious all the time. Look, this is a dragon inside the pond. And this is a dragon in the air. And the two dragons are an illusion in the waterfall that works upon your imagination. Long ago, ancient people marveled at waterfalls, writing that the beauty of Dragon Waterfall defies words, and you've wasted your time if you haven't visited Mount Yang Dan. So where does the water for the Big Dragon Cascade come from? Actually, there's another Longqiu, a dragon pool, at the top of the waterfall. In the past, you might have seen a little bridge over the water that led to cottages at the back of the waterfall. In order to keep the water here unpolluted, the small village was moved away. So, where did the people go? There's a Chinese saying that goes like this: those living on a mountain get their living from the mountain, and those living near the water live off the water. So some of the people who were moved began performing the man-flying adventure for the visitors who come from every corner of the world. Sky is their huge back scene, steel wire is their stage, and cycles are their props. They're not born with courage. They've become used to this life after a long time of performing. Records trace performances of the Flying Man over the spiritual rocks back to 1934 in the Small Dragon Waterfall scenic spot. Some of the performers even paid for their performances with their lives. 200 meters above the ground, a man hangs onto a rope. He slides across a 200-meter wide distance from the top of one peak to the other. Some of the tourists say they can't even walk on the 2-meter-high single-plank bridge. Some admitted that they wouldn't look down from their balconies. Today, when they watched this performance, they were no doubt full of awe. Yang Dan Mountains' terrain is complex, and because it borders the East Sea, it's known for its maritime beauty. Brooks, springs, gullies, pools, waterfalls, rivers, lakes, ponds, and seas can all be found at Yang Dan Mountain. Every kind of water system has its own of motions, sounds, colors, and formations. Strolling along the path of the Mount Yang Dan, you can hardly differentiate the real scenery and your illusions. Naturally and quietly, your heart dwells in the idyllic surroundings. In the Yang Dan Mountain, you can stroll in the bottom of the valley and look at the peaks. You can listen to the crashing waterfalls at Yanzuojiang. You can climb up to the summit and look out over the East Sea, or you can sit in a raft and drift along the green streams. This stream is called Puxi, the Cattail Stream. It originates from the Dragon Lake and empties into the Stone Gate Pool in the lower reaches. The Stone Gate Pool is rich in a rare type of fish called the frequent fish. The fish are regarded as one of the 5 treasures of Yang Dan Mountain. It's also the water source for the Yang Dan Mountain Beer Factory and the Dajin Zhongduo Mineral Water Factory. The mineral water tastes quite sweet. In the ancient times, it was difficult to travel around here, and the economy was undeveloped. So emperors and officials didn't pay homage to Mount Yang Dan. It wasn't listed among the 5 sacred mountains of China. Among the admirers of Mount Yang Dan are writers, artists, and travelers, including Xie Linyun, Shen Kuo, and Xu Xiake. They've all been here to sightsee, explore, and write poems. The mountains inspired more than 5,000 poems and over 400 stone inscriptions. Even the great writer of China, Su Shi, and the famous artist, Xu Wei, wrote poems to praise the beauty of Yang Dan, although they had never been to here and their source material was just some paintings about the mountain. Mount Yang Dan lies in the oceanic monsoon climate area, where there's plenty of sunshine and rainfall. Its ecosystem includes forest, fresh water, and ocean. Therefore, it provides a very good environment for all sorts of plants. Yang Dan has over 1,400 kinds of seed plants, many of which are rare and under state protection. At Mount Yang Dan, flowers bloom one after another all year round. Yang Dan Mountain is the only coastal mountainous region listed as a national scenic spot. Yueqing Bay is a subsidiary zone of the mountain, so Yang Dan, which is at the bottom of the mountain, has a plentiful supply of fresh seafood, regardless of the season and the tide. This kind of little fish is called lan hu. Its nickname is the jumping fish. The small creature has sharp eyes and keen ears. It can sneak away by flicking its tail. However, humans are outsmarted the energetic little fish. We can catch them with several hooks, even unabated ones. That's what we call fishing. It can be difficult to walk and move your feet in the morass. So people build a raft to save them from going on foot. It's also more efficient than cars in the mountainous areas. Yang Dan Mountain is north of Yueqing City in Jejiang Province. It's a branch of Kuozhang Mountain. To its north is Wenzhou City, and Yueqing Bay is to its east. There's also a Beijing opera piece called Yang Dan Mountain, although that has absolutely nothing to do with this mountain. But one lesson Chinese people learn at middle school is about this mountain. The author is the well-known scientist from the Northern Song Dynasty, Shen Kuo. After visiting all the well-known mountains and great rivers, you'll discover that they all have their own characteristics. You may like some more and some less, but I only have good things to say about Yang Dan. Yang Dan is a wonderful drama and will never be boring to look at. Yang Dan is a great book and will never be tiring to read. Yang Dan is a good song and will never be unpleasant to sing. Yang Dan is a legend and will live forever.